It's nerd shit. Only on the Lord Sears special.
Yes, indeed. It's not just nerd shit. It's good shit with the boy, Matt.
How you doing, Sear?
Matt, what's up, man? Matt Swider.
Yes, you got it.
What's up with the iPhone 8? Is it out now?
So it came out 8 o'clock today. I was in line
Today?
at the Apple Store. Today, the iPhone 8 came out.
Shit.
iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. Also, the stunning Apple Watch 3. It looks the same.
I see.
But you don't need your cell phone to have it powered. So, you can get data, you can get calls when you're running, and you don't have your phone on you anymore. So it has a separate connection. That's the big highlight there. Everything looks the same, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the difference now? Now you off the air the iPhone 8, so it charges
Wirelessly.
Right.
Which is kind of wirelessly because you need a charging pad, and that charging pad has a plug in it, but you just plop it down on the charging pad and you walk away. That's pretty cool.
That's dope.
But the problem is Android has had that for 6 years. So
It's like, do you think that is going backwards now? With I mean, as far as ideas, meaning the charge, the charging, the look, maybe the pecs of the phone.
especially when you see the iPhone 10 and you're like, this looks the same. It has a glass back on it, which enables the charging. Aluminum kind of didn't work well with the charging. So that is new. But when you compare it to the iPhone 10, with the all-screen display, the front is basically totally a screen. So everybody's waiting for that, but it's not out yet. It comes out on November 3rd, but you have to pre-order it on the 27th. And if you don't pre-order on the 27th, you're probably not going to get it because it's going to be sold out instantly, probably until 2018.
Hopefully 2018 you can get it.
Right.
You might have to wait till the summer.
Right?
And that might be the X. That might be the iPhone. I don't know, Roman new.
Right.
What's up with the Roman names now?
Right. Everybody
Roman
calls it the
numbers.
iPhone X. It's the iPhone 10, but I love calling it the X. Everybody else wants to call it the X.
Yes.
But it's the 10th anniversary. That's what it signifies.
On the iPhone 8, is there people put their phones in their back pockets? Anything? Does it fold? Does it move or bend?
Right. So far, so good. I was sitting on it on the subway just to test it out for you.
Okay.
And it's still flat. So that's good, right?
All right.
Still looks good. Still in one piece.
Screen-wise, scratchy or?
I haven't had a scratch. I got a scratch. I also have the Note 8 with me. I got a scratch on that one.
Wait, now let's talk now before we get to the 8.
Yes.
888-SHADE-45. Call it right now and speak to Matt Swider. He's here, and we're gonna talk about phones. I remember last time he had a phone. It was a Japan phone, I think, Korean for Japan phone.
Yeah.
But it was more similar to the iPhone, a little bit better, but cheaper.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of companies out there, Huawei and ZTE. They are two Chinese companies that are, undercutting everybody else with phones that cost, $400 or sometimes less, and they're very comparable to the iPhone. There's another company called OnePlus, but ZTE might announce something ahead of everybody else. It's rumored, but next month they might announce a foldable phone. And
Yo,
you know what? I imagine the future of phones, because they're all becoming glass in the back, that it's going to be an iPad mini. And then when you're on the subway, when you're on the plane, you get to see an iPad mini for your video, your different things that you watch, like YouTube videos. And then you can fold it up and it looks like a regular iPhone. So I think that's the way they're going. This company, ZTE, it's rumored that they're going to premiere this early next month. So I'm going to write about that. There's an event happening in Brooklyn. I'll be there.
Tech Radar. And do we have a phone call? I think we have a phone call. 888-742-3345. Now, on the iPhone 8, how much the gigs go to?
They got rid of 128, which is making everybody mad because it's 64 and 256. Now with out 128, I'm
it starts at 64?
It starts at 64, which is good.
Which is good, yeah.
That's good. They got rid of 32. They got rid of 16 a while ago. But you know what? I'm at 70 gigs, so I can't get 64 because I'll always popping up with that message of hey, you're running out of space, and then 256 is overkill. So
yeah.
But I suggest for buying advice, go with the 256. It's like $150 more.
But it's for people who just for film. Does it gig up more with film?
Yeah, especially with
video.
video.
Video and pictures. Yeah.
Like you take those Snapchats, it's you save them, or you're taking screenshots of people's Snapchats. which they call you out for these days. But yeah, it's it'll take up space over time, especially with like they have new 4K video. It's 60 frames per second, silky smooth.
4K.
Yeah, and you know the phones are in 4K, but if you put it on your TV, you could watch that.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's amazing that camera technology can do that, but you know it's taking up a lot of space. So 256 it's going to be needed, and spend the 150 on it.
So not the Plus. Plus doesn't have the 4K.
The Plus has the 4K. They all do have 4K now, and I last year's had it as well. But now it's 60 frames per second, which makes it smoother and you know higher quality for people who want to get into that, like you know regular film. It's really nice. It's a nice phone. The iPhone 8 is probably a good enough phone for everybody. It's a great upgrade, but those early adopters, you and I want that 10.
Yeah, man, I want 10.
I know.
Excellent. Hold on, we have a caller. We have Deja in Delaware. What's going on?
How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, Deja.
I'm good. I'm an Android user, and I want to switch to iPhone. I wanted to know what would be the best iPhone for me to switch to.
Well, if you can get the 10, I suggest that just because of its size. So Sear's going to be really excited about this. You're going to be excited about this. It's the fact that it's in between the Plus, which we like because of its bigger screen, and it's smaller though. So it's in between the Plus and the regular iPhone 8. So it fits in between. It's like the perfect combination. It's the Goldilocks of smartphones. It's the one that has a bigger screen. It's a 5.8-inch screen, so the screen's bigger than the iPhone 8 Plus. Yet the body is smaller. So they're doing some magic tricks over there. And Samsung has done the same thing with the Note 8, which is probably the top phone, or the S8 for your money. Yeah. Those are the top Android phones. But if you're switching to iPhone, this is a great time to do it just because they're kind of revolutionizing their phone. And take those 14 days, that return policy, very seriously because you could return it if you don't like it, but you'll probably like it. It's going to be a great phone.
Now, I've seen commercials for the BlackBerry. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see anyone with a BlackBerry phone. Why not?
You know what? There are some
people. It looks like the big screen and but the buttons. I guess.
You know, some people really truly love it, and that's like I gave it a 4 out of 5 for those people. But you know, like you and I, we're used to the keyboard that's on screen. So you know, for those people, that's definitely a 4 out of 5 for those people. But we're not those guys anymore.
Right.
Yeah, Sierra, I live here in New York City, and I work in the Wall Street area. It's okay for those people. You know, that's fine.
I think it was man, hey, and I know it's you. You're on your BlackBerry phone, that's no. But if you're someone walking around, maybe an airport, the buttons, the push screen, you know, hey, how you doing? A little chatting, all right. See, BlackBerry's more like the meeting is at 12, man. Where are you? You're late again.
You have a different tone to your voice when you have a BlackBerry.
Yeah, it's not cool, man. Right? It's not. Wait, we have Spencer. Spencer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, so what are your thoughts on the Google Pixel? I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it, but I've had mine for almost a year, and I mean, it's one of the best phones I've had. No slowdown at all. All my pics and videos are automatically backed up on Google Drive. Just want to know what your thoughts are on that and their next move.
Okay, that's a really good phone because of its camera. It has a dual lens camera inside of it, and it has a flat back. I broke my Pixel though. I dropped it on the ground, and it has half aluminum, and it's like 2/3 aluminum, 2/3 or 1/3 glass on the back. And I don't know why they did that because the glass shattered on the back. So I had a problem there. But overall, it's a good phone. It's comparable to the iPhone 7 Plus. I really like the fact that it has basically unlimited storage on it for all your photos. It's a great phone, but to people out there who might buy it, they're probably going to come out with a sequel on October 4th, the Google Pixel 2. We'll be at that event in San Francisco, so hold up if you're thinking about buying it because there may be a sequel on the way. That's what we're expecting.
And hold on, you have another phone with you?
I do. So I have the Note 8. And that is...
Oh, that looks...
It has iris scanning in it.
Shit.
So I can just hold it up. Let's say hold it a little closer. It doesn't work perfectly, but...
Yo, that looks kind of fresh.
Yeah, it's a huge phone, so check that out.
Yo, its paws longer and thinner.
Right. So that's what's cool about it. Is that when you're scrolling through Facebook, you see the entire message. The all-screen display on these phones does actually make a difference. And the iPhone 10 is going to have that same design where it has a taller screen. So that's how they get to the 5.8 inch.
Now that's like it's good for porn, I guess.
Right.
It's great for porn.
You get more bang for your buck. I can't believe I said that.
Hey, all right, I like that. All right.
I was like, yes, I'm on Sears show. That's where I'm going.
It goes, baby. Let's go to Joel. Hey, Joel.
Hey, what's going on, man?
All right.
Hey.
You got a question, Joel? Hurry up, you're wasting time.
Yeah, man, I was trying to find out what I just heard them talk about the screen, but I got a 4, which I thought was the best note that they made to date. So what's the uptake to getting the Note 8? I mean, besides the bigger screen that you're talking about, the S Pen is better, or?
The S Pen has a couple more functions on it, so you can like take a GIF and make a GIF with your pen. You can it's more than just notes. You can take screenshots and write on them. That's great. That it does all that stuff. It can translate now, so it's definitely a big upgrade from the Note 4. And the screen is bigger, but the camera is so much better. So you know what I tell people to upgrade every year and sell their phone, or do like the iPhone program where you get one every year, because you're getting new battery life, you're getting a new processor, you're getting all the new specs, and you're getting better pictures. Like, you know what? Instead of having, I look back at my iPhone 3G pictures, and I did a road trip from Philly to LA, and I was like, man, if I only had the phone I have now, I would have had so much better pictures. They wouldn't be as grainy. So always upgrade because of that camera.
And I noticed, like, because they had to put it out, the O11 for the phone.
So iOS 11, yes.
Yeah.
So, and it makes your control center all funky, but it's worth sticking with. Yeah, because it's all in one, little screen. So definitely upgrade to iOS 11, and it has augmented reality games on there. So you can play some games, and then you kind of put it up into the world. So it's kind of like Pokemon Go, where you kind of put it up into the world, and different things, different levels can happen right before your eyes. So definitely upgrade to that, because even if you're not getting a new phone, you're getting the new software, and that's a lot of fun.
The iPhone face recognition, how is it?
So I haven't tested that out yet, but people at who are demoing it said, it didn't work well enough for them, but I think that's they had limited amount of time. You need to kind of like get used to it a little. It's supposed to work better than the Note 8, and the Note 8 kind of works well enough. The Note 8 has iris scanning. What Apple's doing is even neater. They're mapping your entire face. So even if I'm like eating a bunch of cheeseburgers and I get fatter, it's supposed to adapt and know.
Oh, shit.
So if I shave the beard, it'll know. If I'm wearing sunglasses, it'll know. With the iris scanner on Samsung's phone, it can't do that, and that kind of bums me out, because if I'm wearing sunglasses, it doesn't work.
We have a lovely lady here. Do you have...
I have an iPhone gang.
Yes, the iPhone gang is in the building.
That's right.
Sorry, Joel.
They're good. They're good phones, but
yes.
Most people have iPhones, and if you're off of iMessage, like I was going out with this girl, and she's like, "Oh, I hate people with green bubbles," and then they're like, I can't even touch that.
Wait, when she said yes,
right?
She said, "Of course." She said,
yeah, it's all about the blue bubbles. That's what it is on iMessage.
Yeah, god damn it.
You get cut out of group conversations, it's all over. You don't have any friends anymore.
Man, damn, man. Matt, I'd like to thank you for coming through.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now, where can they reach you, man?
So on TechRadar.com,
TechRadar.com,
and tweet at me if you didn't get a question in. It's at Matt Swider, MattsSwider, like spider, but Swider, and you can get at me, and I will answer your questions on Twitter.
So before you go, that's it for this year. There's only 2 phones coming out. 3 phones.
There's that iPhone 10 still to come out, and that Google Pixel 2. So those are the 2 phones, and then it's all over, and then I go on vacation. I go Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then I go on vacation.
But the 8, that's out right now.
That just came out today, so that's all over for me. So it's a great phone. It's a standard upgrade for a lot of people. If you want the Touch ID button still on there, because that's not on the iPhone 10 anymore, this is the one to go with.
Shit, okay.
So, and if you can't find that iPhone 10, My biggest tip is if you want the iPhone 10, download the iPad app or the iPhone app for the Apple Store. And at 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 Pacific, hop on November 27th. That's the pre-order day. And hop on right away because the website usually takes longer to come up. And then you'll have a leg up over everybody else to order the iPhone 10.
Now that's what's up. 888-742-3345. Let's play some music.